out of the blue of the western sky comes
Runway DFW.
The following program comes to you in color.
Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW in color. Now, here is your host, Walt Zwerko.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. It's Walt, back with you for another stab at live airport action from Runway DFW. Our first arrival is going to be coming in from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And let me clear that out. It's a 787-9 Dreamliner. It is flight 962 American Airlines. And I can't turn off the music right now, so you'll just have to enjoy it while we watch this plane come in for a landing on this Sunday morning, July 7th. Okay, I know that's kind of annoying. All right, now I can push the button to end the music and start the show. We are coming on a little bit early today because the sun is rising at 6:26, so about 4 minutes from now. That's when we'll get a chance to look at the sun. And it's going to be, I think, a very nice sunrise today because we've got some clouds in the way. So it should, I don't know if it'll qualify as spectacular, but should be a nice one. So welcome everyone. Houston, Texas channel member says good morning, Runway DFW and fans. Here's Josh Aldrich to the north of us in Oklahoma City saying good morning, Walt, from a very stormy OKC. Josh is a channel member and one of our great mods. Thank you, Josh. Vicky Davies checking in says marvelous. Warren Rodriguez says good morning, everyone. Texas Girl, who's one of our regular visitors here, says she'll be working in the morning, so I'll have to wait till next time. Texas Girl, always good to see you. Thank you for checking in. M&M Plane Spotting says good morning, everyone. Hello there. Here we are at our outpost at DFW Founders Plaza. The airport has set up this area for people who like to watch planes, not necessarily plane spotters, but just people who want to hang out and watch the planes come and go. So we thank DFW Airport for this very nice facility. This is American Flight 3020 coming in from Seattle. It's an Airbus A321neo. So look at that. We would have, if we had come on at our appointed hour at 6:30, we would have missed these two planes. "78 degrees this morning. Very nice. No complaints about that. It'll heat up a bit. I do believe the sun, once it gets behind, or once it gets out from behind those clouds, it'll heat things up pretty good here today. Should see what the forecast is, shouldn't I? Let's do that. Well, here in Grapevine, Texas, we're in for a mostly sunny day. 96 degrees will be the high. A little 5% chance of rain. Sun is rising right now. It's still obscured by clouds, but we'll see that in a few minutes. Tomorrow we're supposed to get some rain, 80% in fact, so we could use the rain. And once again, 78 degrees here at the big airport. Winds out of the south-southeast at 6 miles an hour. Professional broadcasting, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Stone Cold Steve Austin, who checks in with us on Sunday mornings. It's become a tradition. Today, DFW Airport is expecting 300,543 passengers with 2,166 aircraft flights for today. It's going to be a very busy day. Yeah, this is the comeback day for a lot of people from their 4-day Independence Day holiday weekend. And I don't know if it had to do with that, but the last time we were here, we saw, which was on Wednesday night, I think, we saw a lot of wide-body flights going to other American Airlines domestic hubs that I don't normally see. So they may have been ramping up their capacity to deal with the extra passengers expected. Channel member Evelyn MD says, "Good morning, all." John Kelly Grant, who I believe is out in California on the West Coast, says, "Beautiful sunrise." Warren Rodriguez says, "Walt, is the weather going to be rough today, Sunday?" And I think I just answered that question, although you may have asked it before I specified. But no, it's going to be a nice day today, stormy tomorrow. But I guess Josh, up there in Oklahoma City area, has got some storms coming in right now. Oklahoma City, a couple 100 miles to the north of here. Here's Nova Rain, says, "Hey, Walt and chat peeps." Hello there, Nova. Raina Taylor, our good friend and channel member, says, "Good morning, my friends. I'm watching a replay of a big worldwide," that's a wrestling thing, WWE, right, event that happened yesterday in Toronto. And Wyatt Randall says, "Good morning from DFW American Airlines Cargo," which I think we can see the building for the American Airlines Cargo. We'll try to show that a little bit later. We're trying to get a glimpse of the sun peeking through here. It's just about ready to greet us, as is our tradition on the morning shows. Here's a few trains at. A channel member says, "Good morning, Walt, mods, and everyone watching from a cold and wet northwest England. My Runway DFW t-shirt arrived, and it's great. Hey, I'm so glad you liked it. Thank you for that." I won't interrupt the sunrise here for a plug for my merch, but you can find the link in the description of this broadcast. Maybe we'll take a look at some of that stuff later. There's nothing happening right now as far as aviation goes, at least on the west side of the airport, where we are. So we'll just treat ourselves to a little bit of sunrise, shall we? See if I can stay out of this shot. We'll play our little sunrise music here. Makes you feel kind of insignificant, doesn't it? Well, this part of Texas, what we lack in mountains and oceans and terrain, we kind of make up for it sometimes in sunrises. Oh, I see a plane, which is now approaching us. After all, that is what we came here to see, right? This is going to be a United... it's a MAX 8. Okay. It's Flight 657 to San Francisco. That is a new plane as of March. It's a rare time when we see a brand new United Airlines plane here at DFW. They fly a lot of their, or they have been flying a lot of their older aircraft in here. We'll often see 20th century examples of A319s and A320s. But yeah, this one has that new plane smell. You can almost smell it from here.
Albuquerque, right next to 1 it is, taxi bank off, and then Alpha ground 16 comes out of the Albuquerque.
I was watching a great stream from my friend Kevin of Wellington Flights Live last night. Broadcasting live from that really cool airport in New Zealand. And I want to congratulate Kevin for going, for reaching his 10,000 subscriber goal. So if you haven't checked out Wellington Flights Live, I hope you will. We have a new subscriber here, Reagan Farmer. And I don't know why, but we've got our alternate alerts going on the screen. I'll have to see if I can fix that. Sometimes that's not how we usually present our alerts. See if I can make that adjustment.
right, clear left, Envoy 33.
And Epiphany Starlight is our newest subscriber. Let's see here. Doing a little behind the scenes technical work here. Okay, let's see here. Alert box. Theme. Default. Test. Okay, that was a test. Okay, we're back to our normal alerts now. They'll look familiar to you.
Only 3763, cross fairway left, golf base, golf around.
Meanwhile, the sun has now kind of started to peek through the cloud cover. As the San Francisco-bound United plane awaits clearance to take off. We've seen this a lot with planes bound for San Francisco. They don't always get to take off right away when they're ready. Here comes American Eagle 3360 from Lafayette, Louisiana. It's an Embraer 175. I guess it went above our shot there. I thought we had framed it so that it would just sneak right in there. So an E-jet arrival. We'll see a lot of E-jets today. By the way, we expect to be with you through about 10 o'clock Central Time. That was my head. Get my head out of there. Now I've defocused the sun. Oh well, no matter. We've got this United plane, this MAX 8 to deal with. Are they going to shut down a runway on us? There's the East Tower of DFW Airport there in the background. One of two active control towers here, east and west. A Few Trains That has presented us with a $20 tip. Congratulations on 20,000 subscribers, Walt. Says A Few Trains Out. Well, thank you so much. Yes, we reached that milestone on Wednesday's broadcast. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, who's been a very kind contributor of information to us, is our newest member. Thank you. Stone Cold Steve Austin is works in some capacity for the airport, I believe. At any rate, he's got some great information for us. Last time he told us, or recent time, he told us about how the airport Terminal F is proceeding, and he said construction on it, which will be the 6th terminal to appear here at DFW, construction is going to start soon. And I believe, if I remember right, he said it would be ready for passengers in 2027.
Dallas 4918, you have 30 knot overtake on your company traffic, 12.2 miles. Alright. Dallas 20 after landing, first level, high speed traffic, close and behind.
So anyway, thank you again to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Talking about wrestling. Hey, there's a Delta Airbus A319. It's flight 783. Don't know where it is going. It is a 10-year-old baby bus. So where does Delta fly from here? Well, it could be going to Atlanta. It could be going to San Francisco, I think they fly from here, to LAX. DFW was once a hub for Delta back in the day. I think they kind of filled in the gap after Braniff departed. Delta did, and then American kind of muscled in. And Delta retrenched. We have an Alaska Airlines 737-9. There it is. It's off to Seattle. I said what it was. It's flight 365. Raina Taylor brought up wrestling earlier. And of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin is if I'm not mistaken, the name of a famous professional wrestler. And I think it was when we were in Indianapolis. I know it was when we were in Indianapolis. My friend Howard, who came on as a guest commentator, who was my college roommate at Butler University, he told us the story of when he worked on the TV crew for a local wrestling broadcast in Indianapolis. And he related how the wrestlers got a signal from the announcer, the TV announcer. The TV announcer would take off his glasses, and that was a signal to the wrestlers to end the match within a minute because they were running out of time. They were recording this for TV, and they had to fit the whole presentation within an allocated time. Now, I'm not saying that wrestling is not on the up and up. Or am I? There's a plane coming in on the east side from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It is an American, well, it's American Airlines. I With the sun now in my eyes officially, I can't see what the flight number is. Oh, by the way, somebody was checking in earlier from American Airlines Freight, and I believe that is the American Airlines Freight facility over there on the east side, if I'm not mistaken. I remember once back in my Dallas TV days, I had to go over there to ship something or to pick up something. You know, back in the day, you'd have to, before satellites and the internet, you'd actually have to physically go somewhere to pick up tapes from places. You know, I was looking at the wrong plane. I was focused on a plane on the other side of the airport, and here comes this E-jet right over here in front of me, coming in from Tyler, Texas, in East Texas. No, that was coming in from Lubbock, Texas. I apologize. The number 175. American Eagle Flight 33-05. Lubbock, a mere 46 minutes away by air.
Runway 3205. It's going to cross the one at left at Whiskey Lima and ground 25. Ground 20 left at Whiskey Lima, ground 25, 100 runway 3205.
I think are we going off the air? Please stand by. Had a little blackout there. Anyway, the sun is now risen. Not as many clouds in the sky as I was hoping for, so we're in for a lot of silhouetted views. So stand by for that. 01 Mike D says, morning, DFW family. Hello there, Mike. Jane Welshie Lady. Hello, everyone. I've had an operation on my left foot, getting there, hopping around, LOL. Well, relax and put your foot up or whatever your physician recommends that you do with it, and hang out with us for a while, Jane. Glad you are here. Here comes American Eagle 3817 from Shreveport, Louisiana. There, I think I've got the right one this time. It is an Embraer 175. We see a lot of those. See a handful of Embraer 170s, but mostly the 175 model, at least as far as American Eagle goes. One of our connections is being a little flaky today. I don't know why. Linda Kavinsky says, good morning from Chicagoland. Hello, Linda. Nice to have you hanging out with us on this early Sunday morning. Janelle Wilson, a channel member, says, good morning, all. Here's Darrell Ann Monroe, says, hi, Walt. How are you doing today? How are you? Well, I'm doing fine. Darrell Ann comes to us from South Africa. Here comes a flight from Omaha, Nebraska. Flight number 2540, a 737-800, was that. Next arrival is Flight 2266, American Airlines from San Antonio, Texas, a 737-800. as we have these intermittent problems with our camera B there. I'm not sure what's going on there. San Antonio, 42-minute flight.
Air 102 Heavy, DFW 10, change my frequency 12415, 13 right, clear to land. Runway 3607, DFW 10, 18 right, clear to land.
Dennis Kentonen says, good morning, Walt. Oh, look at that. You're awesome. Well, thank you, Dennis. I do my best. 01 Mike D says, good morning, Walt. Hello to you. Trying to see if I'm missing anybody here. I don't mean to. Wendy KLM fan, a very good afternoon. Have a good Sunday. Thank you, Wendy. She is a channel member, as you can see by that little indicator by her name. Our newest member, Stone Cold Steve Austin, says, well, to all of you beautiful people, I would have to leave as well. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Steve. Much appreciated. Glad to have you as a new member of the channel. Petros Chalk says, good afternoon from Athens in Greece, where it's 2:52 p.m. in the afternoon. We welcome you. Yeah, we do. By doing these early morning streams, we do miss out on some of our West Coast U.S. viewers, but we do get some people who check us out from the continent and other parts of the world where the time is a little more compatible with their YouTube viewing. So happy to have you with us in Greece. One of those places that really would love to go see someday. Our member and friend of the channel, Steve Lundaby, has gifted 10 Runway DFW memberships. And that is exciting for anybody who's looking to become a member for at least a month. So you will see the names of these new members here appearing on the screen as they pop in. Thank you, Steve. And welcome to all our new members.
Tower American 2272, visual 18 right. American 2272, different tower 18 right for land, hold short text of Bravo for crossing traffic. 18 right, clear to land, American 2272, and we're parking west. Thank you.
We're having some problems with our camera number 2. I'm not sure if I have to replace that or not. I do have another camera in the car we can always fall back on if we need to. Here comes our first flight from Austin, Texas today. I suspect it won't be our last. That was flight number 612 from Austin, 737-800. And we have now missed out on another wide body aircraft. A 787 Dreamliner from Honolulu just landed, flight 102, but it landed on runway 13 right, which is a diagonal crosswind runway, which we don't get to see from where we are. And that's not a plane, that's a bus, as you can see, but we should be able to see the Honolulu aircraft come in from that direction. We'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, there's our first Frontier plane of the day, and in honor of Josh Aldrich from Oklahoma City, bisecting the sun. It looks like an A321. So sometimes we see regional jets servicing this corridor between Oklahoma City and Dallas. There's an Airbus A321, which left OKC just 34 minutes ago. So it's not a very long flight. And we're now, we seem to keep having issues with our camera feeds. You see one is now down there, although we've got these others that are working. Frontier, what do we got here? Frontier flight 251, Airbus A320neo with Baja the whale shark. Sharks have been in the news here in Texas recently. In the last few days, we've had some shark bites down along the South Padre Island. There's Baja on the tail with the skyline of Dallas in the background. And just because we told you about it, we're going to show it to you now. Here's the flight that came in from Honolulu. Heading over to the terminal area. We don't have a destination for this Frontier flight, regrettably. The trouble is not with your television or your computer or your phone or your tablet or your computer. The problem is ours as far as the picture blacking out there. So I now have a choice of two cameras. Hopefully those will both hold out. And I can't even guess where this Frontier flight is going. They have so many, they have a lot of destinations from here, Frontier does. We welcome our newest subscriber, Kasim, if I saw that correctly. Susan B. Womack says, good morning. Here's Farida Bed. Hey, Walt, American 525 approaching. 17 right flight I took from Cleveland. Let's see, did I miss it? They're very busy over on the east side. They've got parallel landings. If we look at this picture, I think we can see three. Well, you might not be able to see it because of the sun, but there's three arriving planes in the same picture. But this one here on the east, on the west side, and there was two coming in on the west side. So, as Stone Cold Steve Austin informed us, a very busy Sunday ahead here at one of the world's busiest airports. I don't really know what is the issue with that. Let's see, if we look over here, I think, well, you probably need a big screen to see it, but there are two planes coming in over there on the west, on the east side, on either side of that picture. And that's because the difference is on the east side, they've got three parallel north-south runways. We only have two over here, and generally speaking, in terms of the west side, runway 18 left is used for departures and 18 right is used for arrivals. On the east side, they've got 17 left, right, and center. And I think it's generally the left and center runways are used for arrivals. And you're looking at the silhouette of a plane coming in on the east side of the airport. Well, we got to see some fireworks here on Wednesday night. It was the eve of the 4th of July. And it was, we got to see some pretty extended fireworks shows off in the distance. And for those of you who are from outside of the USA, of course, the 4th of July is America's birthday. And because it came out on Thursday this year, 4th of July did, then a lot of people took that as a 4-day weekend. Now, so here's another, here you can see the parallel landings here. We can see it a little better here. Of course, the one on the bottom of the screen is physically closer to where we are, so it gets to land first. And I just punched to a camera which was there, but it went away, so. FedEx.
Port, approximately a 5-minute call.
FedEx, we hardly see ye over here on the west side. The FedEx cargo base is over on the east side of the airport. Most of their operations take place over there. I think I've only seen, I can count on less than the fingers of one hand the number of FedEx aircraft I have seen taking off or arriving here on the west side. My goodness. So the plane we just saw was off to Memphis, its home base. That was a 767. And you may have seen in the background a plane landing there, American Eagle 3308 from Amarillo, Texas, out in the Panhandle country. There's American Eagle 3432. Hey, it's going to Oklahoma City. An Embraer 175E jet. And as we were talking about before, American offers a mix of mainline and regional jets between here and Oklahoma City. So we saw an Airbus A321 coming in from OKC a little bit earlier. And here goes an E-jet back. And we have another Embraer arriving from Corpus Christi on the Texas Gulf Coast. And I haven't checked to see what the latest status is on the Hurricane Beryl, I think it's called, which was coming in on the South Texas Gulf Coast. But I don't have the latest update on that.
I'm with you. 10 open. 133 crossway left Golf 8, ground 25. Cross 20 left Golf 8,
Look at the old clock on the wall. It's 7:07 here at Runway DFW, where you know what day it is.
Sunday is fun day on Runway DFW.
Well, just after the top of the 8 o'clock hour, and it's Walt here with you at Runway DFW in color. We'll be here with you for another 3-ish hours. Our planned sign-off time is around 10 o'clock Central Time, when we will encourage you to go visit our pals Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live, where they'll have their big Sunday spectacular. Let's see how long this camera lasts. It's Sunday, July 7th, 2024.
Cross 18 left, make a 180 on the other side. We'll go American 2767. We'll try 18 left with you.
Well, there's our disco bed. That's what they call it in broadcasting, a bed. Music you're supposed to be able to talk over. You know what I hate in commercials or in anything? Where they have this happens in a lot of commercials. I still don't understand why. They'll play a song which is familiar, you know, a hit song, and they'll play it during the commercial. But it has lyrics, and then the announcer will talk over the lyrics. It's very annoying. What are my pet peeves?
2379 there is going to be on now. The B park, no one left clear. Takeoff. B park clear takeoff. Left 23.
There's American Eagle 3575 coming in from Wichita, Kansas, number 175. And just an hour flight from Wichita, Kansas. I have to do a little camera. A little more camera movement than we normally have because our camera 2 is somehow not providing us with reliable connection. This is American Flight 2379. It's a 737-800 going to the city adjacent to the bay, San Francisco. And this American Airlines 737-800 arriving from Jacksonville in Florida, flight 2789. Let's see, I'll do a little business here. So what I'm doing now is I'm making it so that when this broadcast ends, we will be able to send you directly to Airline Videos Live. We like to do that. There is a Delta Airbus A319. No, it's an Airbus A320, sorry. It's going to Minneapolis, St. Paul, flight 1276. And our first 20th century salute of the day.
1999.
That's kind of one of the things we do here at Runway DFW. We like to pay tribute to these planes which have been around the block for a while. Like that one. And here just after 7 o'clock, we've got a lot of... I guess I'm just going to have to kill that camera. It's not working out. And now I've lost my train of thought.
I'm looking at 665, hold short for 18 left to golf base. Hold short 18 left to golf base. On board there, 665.
But anyway, we've got jingles for the aircraft that were built in the 80s and 90s.
Ground 20 left to golf base. Ground 25 on the other side on board there, 665. Up to 1276, check departure.
So I'm debating whether I need to replace a camera or I guess it could be the cable. What you see there is American Flight 1523. It's off to Denver, Colorado. The city by the bay, of course. Flight 1523, 737-800. I feel crippled without my 4 cameras.
Air 1406 on ellular, 18 left there, take down. Back to 1406, radio check. Back to 1406, we just have window on that line, surface takeoff 20 left, back to 1406. Back to 1090, get to the town way right, to land the host or taxi to Bravo for crossing traffic.
An American Airlines Airbus A320 going to San Antonio, Texas. That plane just barely misses the 20th century cutoff. It dates back to April of 2000.
Record 1811 RNAV to B Park, for no 8 left, clear to take down. RNAV to B Park, clear to take off 18 left, American 1811. American 2767, days to town 18 left, minus away. Minus away, 18 left, American 2767.
Another American Airlines Airbus A320 is off to Omaha now.
1999.
And this one is a 20th century aircraft. Flight number 1811.
American 1811, gas tax departure. This is departure, American 1811.
Now, normally I would think that there'd be a, when we would be having camera problems, it would be heat related, but it's not that hot this morning. As you can see, it's not even 80 degrees yet. As we look at flight number 2767 going to Seattle, Washington, an Airbus A321. The next departure here on Runway DFW. And I haven't been ignoring you, audience. It's just that lots of things are going on here. Luke Jensen, channel member, says, "Good morning, Walt. Beautiful day is dawning here in Farmers Branch, which is a suburb of Dallas. Hopefully it won't be as much of a scorcher today."
RNAV to B Park cleared for takeoff. 18 left,
I have to tell you, I did a lot of mowing the last 2 days. Some of it in the morning, which was very pleasant. We had some very, seems like unseasonably cool temperatures here in North Texas. On Friday morning, it was quite lovely. And then yesterday, I did mowing in the afternoon, well, in the morning and the afternoon, and that got pretty hot, even though it's not as hot as it can get here. So once again, this plane off to Seattle. Here comes a plane from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Wait up to traffic parts on 8336, 18 left.
American Flight 1090, 737-800. Tulsa being an American Airlines maintenance base. And it's an American Airlines baby bus, an Airbus A319. It is destination, I'll let you know here in a second, destination Austin, Texas.
Runway 3836, continue holding in position for delivery on operation.
I will see holding position on way 36.
American 1090, Whiskey Lima, South 218 left, temperature ground point 85, traffic holding position. American 73, 730.
Gina M. says, good morning, friends. I have excellent Lufthansa news to share. Well, she's leaving us hanging there.
Runway 13 right for the way.
We'll get to that if she adds on to that. Gary Drentlaw says, good morning, Walt, from Northfield, Minnesota, where it's probably a bit cooler. Donnie White says, good morning, Walt. Stay hydrated out there. Thank you, Donnie, for being a member of the channel. Texas Girl, another channel member and a friend of the channel, hangs out with us quite regularly here at the Plaza, says everyone here in Texas, be safe with that hurricane coming in. Farida Bed, up there in Cleveland, says Runway DFW, the feel-like temperature in Galveston, look at that camera, is 97 degrees. You can tell a tropical storm is near. Oof. F. Guerrero says, good morning, everyone, from California. 113 degrees yesterday, but down to a refreshing 112 today. That's, of course, in Fahrenheit. And we get a hello from, I wish I could read that, but I can't. I can't read your name. But hello, everyone, with a wave of the hand. Thank you. We welcome you. Oh, here we go. My name is Zhang Junhao from Taiwan. Zhang, we're very good. We're very happy to have you with us. So we're still waiting on that Lufthansa news. Well, there's that camera. Huh. I've replugged our cameras, and now we have this camera. We haven't seen this camera since we signed on. And this camera is now working. We'll see if it goes blank on us. We've got American Flight 2991 and Airbus A321neo headed out. Our friends at Flight Radar 24 have not provided us with the destination details on this one.
Runway 3621, DFW Tower, runway 13 right for the way.
There's a little American Airlines Airbus A319 going to Des Moines, Iowa.
1998.
25-year-old aircraft will be 26 in October. It's disappeared.
Departure, you left over takeoff, American 1536.
Okay, this is not our best production value show, I have to say. Fortunately, our primary camera, this one still seems to be hanging in there. I don't think it's a camera problem. It's either a switcher problem or a cable problem. This Airbus A321, destination Las Vegas, flight 1890. And yes, the problem is not with your set.
So 6301 DFW Tower, runway 18 left, line up and wait for conversion and integration.
Better get off that shot before it goes away again. All right, headed for Sin City. You see a plane going up there on the east side. I think it's about time that I break out my sun gear, which is to say a long sleeve shirt and a hat which has a flap on the back of it to keep my neck out of the sun. So I'm going to put on tiny bit of music here while I go do that, and then I'll be right. Runway DFW. All right, the musical interlude ended. Thank you for your indulgence. And let's get back to the planes here, shall we? We have a brief respite from the sun as it peeks behind a cloud here. That's nice. American Flight 1660 Destination Los Angeles, Airbus A321. Hey, Kevin and Rudy. Watch out for Flight 1660 on Airline Videos Live when you fire things up.
Traffic calls in position at Alpha Cross 118 left and traffic down 0.67 top of the Albuquerque today.
Right behind this plane, we've got a United Flight 1357 to Chicago O'Hare. That'll be a 737-800. Seems like planes should have like a starting line. I line up this shot, hopefully to get a plane just stopped before it takes off, but sometimes they don't stop in the same place. I kind of wish they did. It would make my life easier. But of course, they're not here to make my life easier. Texas Girl says, "Who's that handsome man with the blue coat and hat?" I haven't seen anybody who fits that description around here. It's not a coat, actually. It's a shirt. It's a fishing. I think it's a fishing shirt. Now, I'm not a fishing person. I don't go fishing. But I saw this at one of the outdoor stores. So I got, hang on, my voice has gotten caught in something. Sounds like I swallowed a bug, but I didn't. I was looking for something that could cover up, I could use as a cover up in the sun, which would reject sun rays from my arms and neck, and but it was kind of light, breathable material. There's United Flight 1357. We talked about that earlier. It's going to Chicago O'Hare. So you kind of settled in a nice spot where our camera 2 can linger on it for a little bit before we go to camera 1.
Albuquerque 57 DFW Tower on the 18 left side of the wait for converging runway operations. Traffic will cross Texas.
Wait left line and wait on way 387.
That was a very long rollout. Taking the leisurely path into the sky. Navy Jack says, "Good morning, everyone." Waving, and a nice spotter Sunday. Thank you, Navy, for being our channel member here. David Gartner says, "All right, guys, I'm off to Chicago O'Hare. As you can see." Was that you? My goodness, now all our cameras are. We'll go to this one. Did we ever find out the Lufthansa news? I may have missed it. Other airline news, Donnie White. Channel member says, Walt, I was wondering if you've heard any new news about Southwest Airlines ever since the new CEO has taken over. Things have gone silent. I haven't, no, I haven't heard anything. My alerts are set for things like that. Oh, that's smoke there. Smoke on the other side of the airfield. And of course, I have no idea whether it's actually at the airport or adjacent to the airport, that smoke, but I don't think there's anything to panic about. American Flight 2312 to San Antonio, Texas, a 737-800. A short jaunt to the Alamo City.
American 798 at Bravo, crossing 18 right, hold short over 18 left. Number 3919, you can descend this person, please.
Tazzy and Joe's Adventures from up there in Sherman, Texas. Channel member says, wow, Walt, looks like you're the only one in the park this morning. It was packed last night. We left at midnight. Would have been a really nice time to hang out at the airport last night, I think. It was a very pleasant evening, as I recall. We'll take a look around here. So here's Founders Plaza. There's our recalcitrant camera 2 there. And there's plenty of parking available, let's put it that way. But it'll fill up later today. There's the beacon. The beacon's still spinning around. When do they turn that thing off? And you can see in the western sky some puffy white clouds. We had beautiful clouds yesterday. I wish I had been here yesterday for all the clouds. And we also, yesterday afternoon, I saw one of our viewers sent to me an indication that the Airbus A380 coming in from London did a go-around on its initial approach. That would have been pretty cool to see. Here once again is a view of the that smoke that we see. It's coming from the south, wherever it's originating is to the southeast of here. And again, I don't know if it's on airport property. You know, it's been so dry recently that there's a very high danger of wildfires. Here's American 2871 going to Santa Ana, California, 737-800.
Alma 3495, east to the counter, runway 13 right for the wind. Thank you. American 2871, subject 20 today.
Our first banana plane of the day. Spirit Airlines Flight 268 is going to Las Vegas. It's an Airbus A320 Neo.
Tower Runway 3377, visual wing event.
Alma 3869, DFW Tower, runway 18 left, right away.
Right left, line wait on 130. Tower Runway 3377, visual wing right.
Alma 3377, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Clearly, 18 right, on Boeing 3377.
Second local 017, DFW Tower, traffic 8 out at 50 Kilo Cross, runway 18 right, hold short of runway 18 left. Range 260, kind of start to get it.
Departure 268, come on.
Lots of people like to see freight here. We did see a FedEx plane taking off earlier today. But as far as UPS, I don't think we'll see any here this morning, at least as far as activity goes. The UPS facility just to the south of us here at Founders Plaza, and just 3 planes sitting there. It looks like an A300 in the foreground, and I can't tell what those other 2 are. But I don't see any tri-jets here. We love to see the tri-jets. American Eagle Flight 3869 is going to Houston Intercontinental George Bush Worldwide Airport. And you can see it with all those American tails there at Terminal A on the east side of the airport in the background.
Runway 3869, on up the land, runway 18 left, just pick up.
Chase Utter says, whoa, look at the flight path on N829AW. Something is wrong. Well, let me do that.
Runway 3495, that should be a Bravo, hold short of runway 18 right. And only 3495,
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's just looks like somebody scribbled on the page on the map. I think that must be some sort of an anomaly. I can't show it to you. At least we're not set up to show it to you. But yeah, it's if you have Flight Radar 24 and you want to look up that flight number, you'll see what he's talking about. Here's an E-Jet arriving from Austin, Texas, Flight 3377. And Austin again, just about a half-hour flight from here. Well, 39 minutes for this in this case. Here's the overhead view of what we're doing today. This camera that you were looking at is perched atop of a sign. It's actually a smartphone. But I climbed up my little step ladder to put that camera up there so you can get this shot of what we're doing. American Flight 2926 to Los Cabos in Mexico is making the turn on runway 18 left. It's Airbus A321. Scheduled to leave at 7:15, running just a little late this morning. Los Cabos on the west coast of Mexico, the tip of Baja, so not affected by the hurricane.
Albuquerque 3495 at Alpha, crossing the 18 left, temperature 0.65 on top of the Albuquerque today. American 2926, Sunday departure today.
American 2926.
American 23, DFW Tower, on the 18 left, line of the north, traffic crossing down field.
Line of the way, American 23.
AJD Geospatial Concept says, how's everyone doing? We're doing great here this morning. The traffic, the air traffic kind of comes and goes in spurts, it seems, on a Sunday morning. Be quiet for a little while, and then all of a sudden we'll see all sorts of planes. This is Flight 23, an Airbus A321neo going to Phoenix, Arizona, the Valley of the Sun.
American 23, on the right, left, line of the way.
Chuck TXK.
Rural American 26.
Checking in from Texarkana, Texas. Good Sunday morning to you, Walt, and everyone. Thank you, Chuck.
One car, American 26, call with you to go outside library, right?
American 26, call DFW Tower, runway 18 right, for the land, wind is 180 times.
Landing, right, American 26.
American 23, on up to land, runway 18 left, good pickup.
18 left, clear for takeoff, mark off, land.
Pan Am 346 says, or asks, no special or old liveries today. I think we'll probably see something before we go out. I haven't done the research since we've been on the air, so I'll take a look at that. We usually get at least one American Airlines retro livery while we're hanging out here, because they have so many. This flight coming in from San Antonio, Texas. It's an Airbus A319, flight 1333.
American 1333, Southway, crossing 18 left, coming down, I'm sorry, yeah, go left.
So let me see here what our friends at
18 left, Gulf Beach.
Jet Tip have to say about what's coming in.
American 23, kind of expected today.
An Astrojet Retro livery American Airlines coming in from Guadalajara at 8:35, so about 40 minutes from now or so, something like that. Piedmont Retro arriving from Salt Lake City at 9:33. And those are the ones that we will be able to bring you. Yeah, okay. Korean Air 7879 is apparently running late today. Flight 31, let me see where that is. .808, so about 10 minutes away. Well, a little more than 10 minutes away. We'll get the morning flight from Seoul, Korean Air. It's actually running a little early today.
Tower, wind 1708, runway 18 right, clear to land.
What'd you see there? That was flight 2612 arriving from Denver, flight 737-800. An Alaska Airlines MAX 9, flight 327, destination Portland, Oregon. And you'll see that there it is. So we've seen a MAX 8 already. Here's a MAX 9. Gleaming in the morning sun.
Alaska, 327 on SFB Park, runway 18 left, clear to takeoff.
Right now, B Park, 18 left, clear to take off Alaska, 327.
And it's off to the races. An American Airlines flight coming in from Dulles Airport in Washington. Over here on the west side. Don't normally see that arriving on the west side. Flight 2617. It'll be an Airbus A321. We'll see that here in a second.
Alaska 327, contact departure today.
Today, Alaska 327. Downtown, beautiful. Runway 3431, visual warning, break.
Runway 3434, DFW Tower, wind is 170, traffic running 18 right. For the wind, you want
Warning, break, visual land, Runway 3424.
Caroline Smale wishes everyone a good morning.
American 2617, cross 218 left.
Chase Utter says, will we see Qatar depart today? Well, there is, as you've probably seen as we watch the planes come and go, we have this Qatar A350-1000, which is one of two daily flights between here and Doha. The question, however, is will we see the morning flight arrive? And that's a good question. Let's see where it is. Sometimes it gets here before 10 o'clock, sometimes it doesn't. Kind of like sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. So let me consult the Oracle here.
Qatar aircraft arrival information, Victor, departure information, Whiskey, turn altimeter 29991, wind is 140.
So if we're lucky, we'll see Qatar Flight 731 arriving from Doha at 9:50. Well, that's when it's scheduled to be here. It did leave a little late, so I don't have an updated... We have an updated time of arrival. Let's see. Estimated 8:52 a.m. Okay. It's going to be an hour early. So a little less than an hour from now, we'll see another example of this same plane here, the one in the background, an A350-1000 coming in from Doha. So stand by for that. That plane is currently flying over the Ozarks right now, just to the east of Springfield, Missouri.
American 2593, runway 18 left line, runway.
We have an arrival on the horizon. It is American Eagle 3434 from Birmingham, Alabama.
American 2593 on the departure 218 left, clear takeoff.
American 2593, on that, mark 18 left, clear takeoff.
Runway 3918, DFW Tower, runway 18 left, right away.
18 left line, runway, runway 3918.
Well, I think it's time for us to reintroduce ourselves. Shall we do that? Well, we would do that if I potted things up here. Let's try this. You're watching Runway DFW live and in color from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, right here in the great state of Texas. We'll be with you for about another 2-ish hours as we lead up to handing things over to our pals Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live for a full day of color casting from LAX. In the meantime, we've got more action for you from DFW International Airport on this on this Sunday, July 7th, 2024. We're losing our camera right and left. Thank you, Bert and Hal. All right, let me get a beverage here. Okay, I'm all beveraged up there. And just in time for nothing to be happening. Well, I guess we'll look across to the east side here for an arrival from the city of brotherly love. American Flight 1278. It's Airbus A321. And again, this is coming in on the east side of the airport. We don't get to see it land. It's about all we do get to see. The next activity we have here on the west side, well, you get some baggage, a baggage train there. Woohoo! And coming in from Moline, Illinois, American Eagle Flight 3879 and Embraer 175, which is on the radar, but it's not quite in our sights yet. So, hey, we can just yak at one another, shall we? Look who's here. It's Gerard, a channel member and a mod, member of the Moderation Federation. Hello, Gerard. Thank you for doing that for us, and it's good to see you over there in the Netherlands. Chase Utter says, oh no, I think Karina's on 13 right, which that doesn't seem fair, does it? 13 right is the runway we can't see from here. Let's go to the map. Where's the map? Okay, so where we are is where that blue dot is there on the upper left side of the screen. It's kind of left center of the screen where it says Runway DFW. That's where we are at Founders Plaza. And so we're overlooking runways 18 right and 18 left, but way over there on the left side of the screen, on the far west side of the airport, is runway 13 right, where we saw a big jet coming in from Honolulu this morning. Well, we didn't see it. We saw that it had landed there. So hopefully the Korean Air flight will come over here to see us, but I guess that's for the tower to decide. We have some activity here. It's a Frontier Flight 1425 with Hugh, the manatee, on its tail. Let's see if we can get you a quick shot of Hugh. Again, we're kind of hamstrung by being backlit here in the morning, on a sunny morning, but there you go, Flight 1425, and once again, the Flight Radar 24 database is not providing us with the destination of this aircraft. If I could only whip out my pocket OAG, I could tell you where it's going. So safe travels wherever that might be. And once again, it has become a little bit quiet here. We've got an American Eagle CRJ 701ER coming in from Roswell, New Mexico.
On the 3879 at Whiskey Lima crossing 18 left, contact ground 0.85.
That'll be next. John M., channel member, says, good day to all my friends around the world. So glad to catch Walt live. I've been watching him on tape for a few weeks. Tape? What is tape? You must be old like me. And speaking of, we talked about Gerard just a moment ago. I'd like to thank Gerard for 13 months of membership. Already 13 months part of this amazing channel. Gerard, thank you so much for your support of the channel in both monetary and in as a moderator. And you've probably seen Gerard on some of the other channels, you may see him later today on Airline Videos Live. So here's the flight from Roswell, New Mexico. And good news for those who like to see Dreamliners arriving from Seoul. The Korean Air Flight 31 is coming in here on runway 18 right. It's right behind American Airlines Flight 941, which is on final now from Monterrey in Mexico. Trying to get this American Airlines plane in our sights.
$19.98.
It's a 20th century plane arriving from Monterrey, Mexico. Just an hour and 14 minutes coming in from Monterey. And now we're going to turn our attention to the big blue bird from Seoul. Once again, this will be Korean Air Flight 31. It has took off 12 hours and 13 minutes ago. It's a 7879 Dreamliner.
All right, Whiskey Lima across
White left, ground impact.
This plane is 5 years old.
Delta 1291, RNFW Park, 21 left, take off.
RNFW Park, 18 left, clear takeoff. Delta 1291.
I hear a Wookiee. The Delta Airbus A220 off to Salt Lake City.
031 Heavy, hold short of runway 18 left at West Florida.
It's flight 1291.
American local 933, DFW Tower at Zulu, cross runway 18 left, hold short of runway 18 right.
American local 933 at Zulu, cross 18 left, hold short 18 right.
Trainer 031 Heavy at West Lima, cross runway 18 left, contact ground point 85.
Cross runway 18 left, Whiskey Lima, and ground 12185, Korean Air 03 on vision. That's good.
American local 933, traffic is 7 out at Zulu, cross runway 18 right, taxi Charlie direct.
American Red Control, local 9, American local 933 at Zulu, cross 18 right, Charlie Park.
So there goes the Korean Air Dreamliner headed over to Terminal D.
Turbulence arrived heavy, Boeing 787. Delta 1291, contact close to today. Almost 3473, DFW Tower, 18 left, line of the weight, traffic crossing downfield.
We need just met for license for runway 3473.
Almost 3473, right, hold short of runway 18 left.
Control 1 left, runway 3473. Tower, 3473, ready for that.
Almost 3473, DFW Tower, on at the Larange, runway 18 left, just take off.
18 left, please take off, runway Larange, runway 3473.
Oh, the rare opportunity to see all four of our cameras there.
American 2753, DFW Tower.
Did I see this? Ms. Wolves 13, one of our other longest term members, celebrating 11 months of membership. Very proud to be a part of this amazing channel and family. Thank you, Walt, for all your hard work. Ms. Wolves 13, thank you for that. Thank you for being another one of our great mods. So glad to have you with us here this morning. Jacob Smith says that Korean Air flight is one of my favorite liveries. Original, but beautiful. And you'll have to excuse, I'm giving an excuse to that camera. It's just not hanging in there with us the way we would like it to. There's one final look at the Korean Air Dreamliner headed to its place. It's a parking spot at Terminal D. Next arrival is American Airlines Flight 2753 from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Not quite in our sights yet. Bullet 850 says the killdeers are up. Do they run into bird issues at DFW? Oh yes, we do hear tell of a pilot either reporting birds in the vicinity, or occasionally we'll hear of a bird strike. Here's the flight from Cedar Rapids. An Airbus A319. This does not qualify for, it's not jingle worthy. This dates to the year 2000.
Number 3983 on the land, on the way left, so take off. On the left, clear for takeoff, on the land, envoy 3983.
There is American Eagle Flight 3983. It's going to Laredo, Texas, on the border, in Embraer 175. So is that killdeer that we're hearing in the background there? I'm trying to see where they are. We have coming in a $2 super chat from Ronnie Johansson. Good morning, Walt, from Northeast Kansas. Thanks so much for that, Ronnie. Thank you. I see another of our great channel members and moderators, O'Malley. Hello, O'Malley. Saw you yesterday on Kevin's stream from Wellington Flights Live. Aviation Enthusiast 278. Good morning from a gloomy and rainy Oklahoma City. And again, that's just a couple hundred miles up the road from here. We are sunny so far, but we're supposed to get that rain tomorrow here in the Metroplex. It's American Flight 883 from Querétaro in Mexico. 737-800. So I was looking for these birds, but I don't, I hear them, but I don't see them.
American 2722 DFW Tower, and 1 left on point. American 883, second to left. American 883, traffic will hold in position at Whiskey Lima, crossing right left, traffic at 25. American 2263 DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear land, 1 left, 6 right, 4.
Clear land, and we're going to be parked on the left side next to
Thank you.
American Flight 2722 off to Reno, Nevada, 737-800 aeroplane. All right, here's a bird. Is this a killdeer?
American 2722, RNAV to B Park, runway 18 left, for takeoff.
RNAV to B Park, right left, clear for takeoff, next flight up, thank you.
American 1443 DFW Tower, runway 18 left, on point.
It's the flight to Reno. As we have an American Eagle flight arriving from Peoria, Illinois. I have to tell you, it's starting to feel a little warm here now that the temperatures increased into the 80s in terms of Fahrenheit. American Flight 1443 is going to Jackson, Mississippi. A 9-year-old Airbus A319.
All 33, 39, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear land.
Clear land, only right, only good.
American 2722, second expected today.
American flight 722, park out, yeah.
And as this takes off, we've got American Airlines 2263 just about to touch down from Silao in Mexico. See if we can get both of these in the shot. I don't know if we can. Now there's one taking off and one landing.
Good morning, envoy 389 Golf, with you, one right.
3650, 87, RNAV to Scott, runway 18 left, for takeoff.
Everything off 18 left, RNAV, crest 358.
American 1443, second expected today. Runway 389, this is all DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear land.
Taking off right about there is American Eagle 5087, a CRJ 901ER to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we have another regional jet on final approach. This one from Aguas Calientes in Mexico. It's an Embraer 170, American Eagle 3339.
American 2720, RNAV to Reno, runway 18 left, for takeoff.
That's clear. Go to takeoff. 18 left, that's 160.
That's a 452, DFW tower, 18 left, that's 1.
18 left, that's 420.
357, traffic structure today.
Oh, Park, 358, so good.
Alpha 3339, hold short of 21 left, it's all day.
Oh, sure, 1 left, golf 8 on my 3339.
We have coming in from Torion is American Eagle Flight 389G. G. It's a Embraer 175.
Envoy 3339 at Golf 8, Fox 1 left, 125.
At Golf 8, cross 20 left, and twin speed side only 33.
Envoy 3347 at West Luna, Fox 1 left, 125, traffic hold.
51 across, 18 left, ground 85.
Envoy 389 Golf at Golf 8, Fox 1 left, 125.
Third cross, 18 left, Golf 8, 45 on board. 389 Golf.
That's a 2263.
Hello.
Fox 1 left, 125.
There's the tail end of American Flight 1365 to El Paso, Texas, a 737-800. And there's kind of the front end. We have a puppy dog visiting us over there.
Second 1365, there was a report of some possible expansion joints or piece of tire on the runway. We don't have anybody out there just to inspect it, except for you to go to the park. Second 1365, Roger, continue holding a position. Hold on. Any port vehicles on frequency? American 1119, DFW Tower, running 18 right, further in.
Third line, 18 right, American 1119.
Any port vehicles on frequency?
Proud Pirate says, good morning, Walt. Mr. Pirate, good to see you. Rohit Parkal says, Walt, good evening from a humid southern India. We're going around the world today. Good to have you with us, Rohit. Steve Lundaby notes, Steve Lundaby gifted 10 channel memberships earlier in this broadcast. There's still time, says he, if you would be so kind as to hit the like button. Well, thank you for that reminder. I hope that that will be a lesson to you all. From San Luis Potosi in Mexico, this American Airlines Airbus A319 coming in. Flight 1119. So again, we're expecting the flight from Doha, Qatar Airways, to come in just before we sign off at 10. If it is heading to us on time. And we're expecting Japan Airlines 777-300 coming in. It's going to be about 30 minutes from now. Japan Airlines has been flying its new A350-1000s on this route, but not every day. And I think the last time I saw it was also a 777, so the 777-300ER when it gets here, and it's about 30 minutes away. Right now, that aircraft just to the west of Wichita Falls, Texas. We do have another international arrival about to get here, American Flight 1066 from Mexico City, 737-800. Here on Runway DFW on this Sunday morning in North Texas. And here comes the Mexico City flight. Being greeted by killdeer? Is that what those birds are? They're definitely not grackles. As far as takeoffs are concerned, there seems to be frozen over there. I don't know what the holdup is, but there's a pretty big buildup of planes getting ready to take off. A dozen or more planes now are poised for takeoff, including this one, which is first in line, but it's been kind of cooling its jets there for a bit. That's the flight to El Paso, I believe we spoke of earlier.
Port 111, even you see on the content. Connector 537 DFW Tower, 11506, runway 18 right, for the link.
Well, while I'm thinking about it, let me pay a very special thanks to all of our Runway DFW members. This is a list that was compiled as of last night at about 10 p.m. So if you're one of our new members, you won't see yourself on this list. Leading the list is our channel sponsor, James Webb. Thank you so much for your help in making this channel grow and prosper. Thank you, James. And here are our Quad Jet members, the top tier of Runway DFW membership, as of 10 o'clock last night. And that list includes 757 Chip, A-list flyer Chris, Beaker and Honeydew, Bev, Cubs Win, Dan Griffiths, Dayton Sorrell, Deborah Klein. Uh-oh, did I mess that up? I think I did. I was trying to slow that down a little bit. It seemed like it was going a little too fast. And I don't want everything to go just racing by. So let me start over again here. Because I was saying those names a lot faster than I usually have to. So there's our channel sponsor again, James Webb. He's worth mentioning on more than one occasion, I would say. Thank you, James. Now we'll get to our Quad Jet members again. I'll say their names more slowly so you can hear them. Our Quad Jet members as of 10 o'clock last night: 757 Chip, A-list flyer Chris, Beaker and Honeydew, Bev, Cubs Win, Dan Griffiths, Dayton Sorrell, Deborah Klein. I don't think I got as far as this last time. Dimitri H, Dwayne C, James Webb, Josh Aldrich, Kai, KS Avgeek, Lori M, Michael Flannery, Michelle RS, Mike G, Pete Nordine, R. Bauer 25, Raina Taylor, S35 Bonanza Pilot, Sarah Deal, the real deal, Skittles, who we got information about her mowing her lawn on Wellington Flights Live yesterday. Steve Lundaby, who's gifted many memberships today, and Will Hutchison. Those are our Quad Jet channel members. Thank you so much to all of you. And now you will see all the other members, more than 300 strong, encompassing Tri-Jet and then Twin Jet. So thanks to everyone who is a member of the channel. And I saw another membership being gifted there, this time by Randy Buxbaum, who's a channel member. Thank you for that, Randy. And that membership goes to Bullet 850. Bullet 850. And Rohit lets me know that Walt is pronounced Rohit, not Rohit. So I apologize for that. And I try to be sensitive to pronunciation. So Rohit, I'll try to get that right in the future. I appreciate the correction. All right, coming into focus, the CRJ 701ER, arriving from Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Alpha 3774, run at the land, runway 18 left to pick up.
I have land 18 left, clear for takeoff, runway 3774.
Back in 1994, DFW Tower, runway 18 left, line of the way to pursuing aircraft for departing aircraft.
And taking off into the wild blue yonder there, American 1415 to Vancouver in Canada.
Back in 1994, maintain visual separation from departing aircraft, closely hold divergent land, on up the land on the one left to pick up.
I spy with my lens an Airbus A320 coming in from McAllen, Texas. It's an Airbus A320, American Airlines Flight 2451. A 19-year-old example of that airframe. And we're losing that camera again. Well, what you see there, what you're trying to see, what we're trying to show you is American Flight 928 to Albuquerque. But our camera's being less than cooperative. I swish pan over to the arrival of an American Eagle flight from Chihuahua, Mexico. It's a Embraer 170, flight 3369. So clearing up the backlog here of the departing flights. It's like flight 762 to Las Vegas is next out of the gate, an Airbus A321.
On 3881 DFW, or section, on 3881, on up the land, when we went left to pick up. Section 447 DFW Tower, when we went left line up and wait for conversion runway operations. Runway 18 left line up and wait. On 343 DFW Tower, when we went right to the road. Section 1067 DFW Tower, runway 13 right to the road.
Richard Carlisle up there in Indiana says, good morning, Walton, everyone. Hello, Richard. Thanks for being a member of the channel. Of course, we got to meet Richard and his family up there at Indianapolis International Airport. They came down from, I think it was Kokomo, to see us, if I remember right.
Runway left and then with ground 25 over the
Jay Sutter says the Qatar A350-1000 should be here in about 8 minutes. And we look forward to that. We hope it will come in here on 18 right, as this plane is. Flight 6232 from the city of South Bend, Indiana. Exactly 2 hours in the air. And our next departure is American 447 to Boise, Idaho. As we begin the list, we've seen all our Tri-Jet members. Thank you, Tri-Jet members. Here come the twin jet members of the Runway DFW family. Thanks to all of you. And here goes the 737 on its way to Boise. There's an E-Jet off to Midland, Texas. Let's check to see if I see the... Okay, I see Qatar Flight 731 coming in from Doha. About 5 minutes away now. It looks to my eye like it's heading over to the west side here. I may be wrong about that. I think if I I've kind of recalibrated my expectations here, I think it's going to be coming in on the west side. I'm on the east side, sorry. So I'm believing we'll have an east side arrival for the Qatar flight from Doha. We'll try to bring you as much of that as we can. Arriving there from Tulsa, Oklahoma, flight 2340 on American Airlines Airbus A320. Part of the current lineup of planes waiting in the takeoff queue is this American Airlines 7878 Dreamliner going to Phoenix, Arizona. This plane coming from another Arizona port of call, Tucson, an Airbus A321. American flight 2193.
America, 2880, 9 mile hour, 25 is morn.
Okay, 2080 DFW Tower, runway 15 turn lane, and hope for the taxiway Bravo for self-intended.
Yes, then, one close to the Bravo, that's 2880, going to the red side.
We'll give you a little kind of indication of all the planes that are waiting to take off right now. Definitely a little clogged up over there right now. But as our new channel member Stone Cold Steve Austin told us earlier, and he has some inside information about this this airport, and I've lost that plane. Oh well. American Eagle 4073 and Embraer 175 coming in from Champaign, Illinois. And there we've completed our list of Runway DFW channel members as of last night. Thanks to all of you again, and if you're a new member, we will see you on the next stream with our updated list. Turning now in departure mode is American Flight 2253 to Santa Ana, California. It's a MAX 8. The arriving flight there was American 2880 from Sioux Falls. Yeah, we've lost that camera again. All right, headed off to San Antonio, Texas. This Airbus A320.
1999.
825-year-old aircraft as of April of this year. And hang on for a second. Oh, I was wrong about the flight from Doha, as I sometimes am. It's coming in on this side, the west side of the airport on 18 right. It's flight 731 And we're gonna get a sneak peek here. This, once again, is an Airbus A350-1000. And it's one of 2 daily flights that Qatar operates between here and Doha. And both of them, as of this time, are A350-1000s. So we welcome the passengers on that flight, ending a trip of 15 hours and 17 minutes. It's a 5-year-old plane, and it's headed over to Terminal D.
Person 2517 on a PD 521 left for pickup.
RW Park 0, pick up flight with direction 2517.
853 DFW Tower, service underway, runway 18 left, right away.
Runway.
Arriving over there on the east side of airport was American Flight 1275 coming in from Miami. That was a 7878 Dreamliner. Looks like Japan Airlines Flight 12 is going to be coming in on runway 13 right. And I don't know that we're going to have a very clear shot of it. But you know what? We're going to try to get you a glimpse of it before it touches down. What do you say?
2116 DFW Tower, service underway, runway 18 left for the point.
A little hydration break in there. So let's see, to do this, we're going to see if we can put our camera over this way. Is this going to work? I don't know. So we're going to look to the west. And pardon me, I think my head is going to be in the picture here for a second. So I have to get around on the other side of our camera here. And see if I can triangulate our expectations here. So we should be able to see the white JAL livery coming out of the sky here, but I don't know if it's going to be high enough in the sky for us to see it. So this is just kind of an experiment. So once again, this shot is kind of looking to the northwest from where we are. And we should be, if we can see it, we should be seeing it coming in kind of low in the sky over here within the next 30 seconds. So we're looking for Japan Airlines 777-300ER arriving from Tokyo, which left 11 hours and 28 minutes ago. Let me know if you see it. It should be just about in sight, but again, it could be so low in the sky that we don't get a glimpse of it from our vantage point. If we do see it, then it'll go behind some trees and we'll try to pick it up on the other side of the trees or through the trees, but I think we might have seen it by now if we were going to see it. Well, there it was. Yeah. We didn't see it, but there are some birds there. So there's that. There's birds. But yeah, I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and we were kind of pointed in the wrong direction. Well, we'll get a look at the Japan Airlines plane once it crosses over runways 18 left and right. Here's that American 7878 Dreamliner, which is waiting its turn to head off to Phoenix, Arizona. Like there's still a few planes ahead of it. Josh Aldrich checking in from Oklahoma City. Lots of heavy rain and 67 degrees right now in OKC. Whoa. That is a cool, cool temperature. There's Skittles saying, good morning, Walt Mods and airplane enthusiasts. Skittles is up early on a Sunday morning, just after 7 o'clock on the West Coast. Great to see all of you as well. Yeah, Skittles and I were chatting about lawn grooming experiences in the chat on Kevin's stream last night on Wellington Flights Live. Let's see, we got to identify ourselves here for the start of our third hour of broadcasting, shall we? You're watching Runway DFW live and in color from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Our final hour for this Sunday morning. And we'll be hanging out with you until then, and we'll have another episode of Chatstravaganza as well on this Sunday, July 7th, 2024. if you can see it on that Frontier tail. It's a Stretch the Great Blue Heron. It's very backlit, so my apologies for that. It's flight 1405 is going to Ontario, California. But it's not ready to take off yet. I think we're about to see the American Dreamliner going off to Phoenix. Well, you won't see it on that camera. Or maybe you'll see it on that camera. We've been having some camera connection issues this morning. Like that one. Swing around here, we'll get a glimpse of the Japan Airlines 777 that came in from Tokyo Haneda Airport. There it is. Came in on runway 13 right. We couldn't see it land. Gave it the old college try, trying to get a glimpse of it, but it didn't work out. So getting in front of that Dreamliner is American Eagle 3969 off to Amarillo. Planes for Life punching his ticket in, or their ticket in, from Syracuse, New York. Welcome on in. Skittles with more lawn talk here. It only took me 2.5 days, and I finally got my lawn done late last night, right after Kevin hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. And yes, we thank, or we congratulate, Kevin of Wellington Flights Live, not to be confused with Kevin of Airline Videos Live. But yes, Kevin of Wellington Flights Live topped the 10,000 subscriber mark. That is quite an achievement. He's been working hard, doing great shows from Wellington and other New Zealand and Australian destinations. So congratulations to Kevin of Wellington Flights Live. Check out his channel. So this flight headed off to Phoenix, this wide body. And again, don't forget, at the end of this broadcast, we'll be encouraging you to head on over to Airline Videos Live out there at LAX for their Sunday Spectacular with our friend Kevin and our friend Rudy. It's kind of like a little appetizer, an aviation appetizer for you here. Well, we thought this plane was going to be taking off soon, but I think we heard it clear for takeoff there. Next. Hello. Turned off my mic for some reason. No, my camera's flaking out. Well, you're kind of seeing there American Flight 1683 going to Montrose. It is a 23-year-old Airbus A319. About a final look at the JAL 777 making its way over to Terminal D. So far, the heat haze is not too terribly bad today. I imagine it's not going to get any better as the day progresses on a hot July day here in North Texas. Oh. We talked about this a little earlier. It's the American Airlines Astrojet retro livery, which is, put it on our camera that works here. Got that lightning bolt stripe down the side. Classic American Airlines livery on the tail. The unpainted look. And that plane's going to Guadalajara, flight 1174. Finally turned off the beacon. There's the Frontier plane we saw earlier with I believe it was a Heron. Stretch, the great blue Heron on that Airbus A320neo. It's going to Ontario, California. Flight number 1405.
American 21, and then to RNAV, people are coming 18 left, that's bigger. Park that take off 111 and 21. Probably 4039, is the 18 left, by the way. Left by the way, over for you.
Skittles has deposited a $15 super chat in the till. Getting to watch your program, Walt, is just a beautiful way to wake up every Sunday morning. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Skittles, for being a part of this channel. Much appreciated. You're a delightful person. I've gotten to meet Skittles in person over at Cranky Dork Fest last year, and I hope to see her again this year if she gets to go. We have on deck, let's see how I can bring this to you. Well, we got American Flight 123. Just slide our camera over here. That's it, going behind the plane in the foreground. It's going to Colorado Springs, Flight 1552. The one in the background is a 7878 Dreamliner. It's going to Honolulu, Flight 123. But first, a banana bird. Spirit Airlines Flight 1270 arriving from Las Vegas, Airbus A320. You see those puffy white clouds. We had a lot of those in the sky yesterday. And again, the forecast is showing that we're going to be having some rain here in the metropolitan area tomorrow. So I'm glad I got my lawn work done. This is Flight 1552 to Colorado Springs, 737-800 on Runway DFW. I think Josh up there in Oklahoma City is sending us down these clouds. I think that's what's happening. But up there in central Oklahoma, that's where they're getting the storms today right now, apparently. There's the Honolulu-bound Dreamliner waiting for its turn to take off. Did somebody say Piedmont Heritage? Did I miss a Piedmont Heritage? I'll be on the lookout for that, Josh. Oh yes, there is one over there. Let's see if we can pick that one out. I believe we have that in our sights. Oh yes, it's very handsome. There it is. Thank you for... It's hard for me to see with this sun glare, but we get a fairly decent look at it as it's kind of obliquely pointed at us. The American Airlines Piedmont Airlines Heritage livery. It's painted on a Airbus A321. This one's going to Salt Lake City, flight 1243. Yeah, it's very handsome indeed. Just Plains Crazy channel member says, good morning, working and lurking. Hope to stop by Founders Plaza sometime and meet the host. Well, that would be me. So I hope you will when you have an opportunity. Terry M. checks in, says, good morning, Walt from West Michigan. And Chase Utter, Emirates in 15 minutes. That's good to see. Emirates, we fly the 777 in here if I remember right. Well, I'm expanding my radar and I can see the storms up there in the Oklahoma City area. Actually, Flight 221, the Emirates 777 300ER is due here in 10 minutes. Looks like it's coming in on the west side, although I can't tell yet whether they're going to send it over to 13 right or not. It's kind of on that trajectory, I should say. Maybe we'll have a little better chance of trying to figure out where it is this time. It's a bigger plane. Well, no, wait. It's the same size plane as the Japan Airlines we saw. All right, I'm a sucker for any airplane that's got a stripe down the side. And once again, this is headed in the direction of Salt Lake City, Utah. So we've got, it looks like 3 planes waiting to take off. First in line here. It's American Flight 2646 to Eagle, Colorado. Airbus A319, 10-year-old plane. And if what I've read is correct, this is one of the busiest travel periods in DFW since the pandemic, this Independence Day weekend. But because it's a 4-day holiday for many Americans, they get to it could kind of spread out the arrivals and departures, I guess, a little bit. Here goes the Dreamliner off to Honolulu, flight 123.
That's the 543 engaged in the gas. That's 27 on the heavy Dreamliner departure, class 18 left, left, right. Right, left, left.
All right, let's see what the status is of that that Emirates jet. Still about 5 minutes away. And I can't tell. It may. I think it is coming in on 13 right. You can see there in the background. We'll give you another view of it here. We've got very nice puffy white clouds. Will keep things a little bit cooler there when the sun peeks in and out of the cloud cover. Wendy says, thank you for the live stream. Happy Sunday, y'all. Thank you. Chase says, Emirates turned due east. We should have it on 18 right. Well, that's good news. Terry M says, love the old livery. Maybe because I'm old. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. There's our occasionally useful camera. About to get a glimpse of American Airlines. Well, I was wrong about, oh, there it is. I don't know what's going on with that thing. Let's switch off of that. American Flight 2655 to Portland, Oregon. It's an Airbus A321neo. It looks like it's circling. I know you can't see it here. Oh, here it goes. It's kind of doing a little pirouette there. I don't know if it's getting ready to take off or if it's buying some time. All right, we've got it clear for takeoff there. So I tell you what, once we get that Emirates flight checked in, I believe we'll flip over to Chat Extravaganza as we wait for the startup of Airline Videos Live. All right, let's see. How is Emirates doing? Oh, yes, it is coming around our way. Don't quite see it yet in the sky, but it should be here in about 3 minutes, I would guess. Not much to do until then. Well, we do want to thank Michael Trout for 8 months of Runway DFW membership. Michael says, "Morning DFW family, I really enjoy the live streams. Keep up the great work." Thank you, Michael. We will keep it up. So let's see, can I see the mighty Emirates 777 yet? No, but it is coming our way. Oh, I do see it. Can I show it to you? I would like to. Aha. There it is, a bit far away. Seven-year-old 777-300ER arriving from Dubai. Took off 15 hours and 6 minutes ago. So one of your longer airborne journeys.
513, yes. I've got runway 3432, visual one here. Runway 3432, runway 18 right to land, customer 7 spawn, heading north, 777, rolling out, wing 160 at 8. Alright, runway right there, land, caution going down, runway 3430. Henry, what's the name across rate? 18 left and contact ground 185.
So there you have it. I've run out of things to say. Wendy says, 777 beautiful. Wow. And so I think that's going to wrap up the active plane spotting portion of our broadcast today. But don't forget, as we welcome Dasik Yang is our newest subscriber, we have Chat Extravaganza coming up. And that's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a time filler until you want to switch over to our friends Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live, if you so choose. But what it is you watch me packing up, and in turn, you get to chat. That's the extravaganza part, and listen to music. So that about does it for us. So let's first of all, let me do this. Does this work? Yes, okay, we're going to say thank you to Runway DFW channel sponsor James Webb. Thank you so much for everything you do for us, James. We'll see you at Cranky Dork Fest in September. Thank you to Airline Videos Live and Kevin for supplying us with some of his batteries. We use that to power our computer. Thank you so much for that, Kevin. We'll see you at Cranky Dork Fest. And also to the Runway DFW Moderation Federation. I don't know how many of you I'll see at Cranky Dork Fest. I hope some of you. And they keep an eye on things around here at Runway DFW. They make sure you have a great experience. And I thank all of our mods. And if I was a great broadcaster, I would immediately be able to take that out and punch this in as our next element of the broadcast.
Travel arrangements for overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.
Push the wrong button there. Yes, it is time for Chatstravaganza, where you, the viewer, get to chat. And it's a perfect time for that because there's nothing happening here. So you chat, I pack up, and we get going, and you get ready for an exciting day of aviation activity out there at LAX from our pals Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live. So let us now fire up our Chatstravaganza music. And I gotta turn off that first. Okay, turn that off. Behind the scenes at Runway DFW. Pressing all manners of buttons here. Okay, here we go with our music. Maestro, please.
Stay with us all day for your favorite songs. Radio. Golden memories. with more jingles.
Envoy 3707, visual, runway 18 right, clear to land, Envoy 3707.
Runway 11, ground on the other side, American.
Much more fun. Get with the conversation. You hear nothing but the best.
Airline 3031 just outside Medi Park.
taxi via Foxtrot, and the Albuquerque second down, waiting for a couple dollars. Taxi Echo Alpha, calling from here, crossing 1 left, taxiway Alpha, second down, waiting for a couple dollars.
Echo Alpha, we'll follow on here, cross 20 line up and wait, American 1393. Now American 514 Papa,
taxi via Echo Alpha, hold short of runway right left. Echo Alpha, hold short of runway left, American 13. American 1793 on our to Learn, runway left, so takeoff.
Partner learned, 18 left, for takeoff, American 1793.
Altitude 194, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, for the land, wind 150.
Double play.
American local 829, traffic 3 out of Rookie Kilo, runway 1 right, hold short of runway left. American 353. American local 829 at Whiskey Kilo, crossing 18 left, at the runway 8 left. American 353 on the land, runway 18 left, so takeoff. American 92, DFW Tower, runway 1 left, out of the wing. Standby 7215, Yankee, crossing 18 right, hold short of runway 18 left, traffic gain 3.5.
Nice, Mac, Yankee, cross 18 right, hold short 18 left.
American 514, Papa,
Playing your favorite songs.
Well, there's that I want to
hold short of runway 18 left at Whiskey Kilo.
Good morning, American 1112 with you on the visual 1A right. Parking.
American 1112, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, for the land.
1A right, go ahead, American 1112.
The hits just keep coming.
Well, we have chat stravaganza. to the extent of our abilities, and now we've got to turn off the rest of this gear so we can pack things up. If you haven't already, and if you have already, then you're not listening to this, I guess. But so if you haven't already, I hope you'll find your way over to Airline Videos Live, where they have, I do believe, begun the festivities for a Sunday. Yes, I do see that they're behind the scenes and their regular program is live. So we will send you over to our pals Kevin and Rudy at LAX for Airline Videos Live. We'll see you next time on Runway DFW. Thanks so much, everybody, and happy contrails to you until we meet again.